Hello and welcome everybody to today's edition of Mexico News Network's Breaking News. I'm your host, Zafiro Fierro. Remember to follow us on all of our social networks and to catch us every day by logging on to our website, MexicoNewsNetwork.com, for relevant stories and news. Let's start with today's show. The first direct flight Dublin-Cancun was officially inaugurated on June 13th of this year, operated by Falcon Holidays and Thomson, a TUI Group company, and which had been announced months ago by the Mexican Embassy in Ireland. The first stage of this trial flight will operate once a week for 6 weeks, but since Ireland is one of the European countries that sends more tourists to Mexico, even more than Germany, Italy, or Holland, the embassy knows that this flight has great potential and is sure it won't be long before they regulate a new route. With a capacity of 300 people, the 787 Dreamliner Thomson Airways airplane will not only fly vacation goers, but businessmen and women the same, given that Cancun is a door to other destinations like Riviera Maya, Isla Mujeres, Cozumel, Chichen Itza, Uxmal, among others. But it also is a connection spot to Mexico City, the U.S., and Central and South America. According to the Tourism Board of Mexico, the number of Irish tourists in Mexico in 2015 was over 24,000 passengers, 10.6% more than the year before. The tourist influx in this destination will rise, making the hotel occupancy go up as well. This direct flight will definitely make the Irish tourist numbers grow. In other headlines, on Tuesday, June 14th, Mexico held its first communication connection of a video call via satellite with the Morelos 3. With this event, the unit formally started its operations to strengthen national security communications, as the satellite will serve to the citizen agencies, the Department of Defense, the CEMAR, the SCT, the PGR, and the Federal Police. The Morelos 3 satellite was launched on October 2, 2015 from the base of the U.S. Air Force Cape Canaveral, Florida, and is operated by Mexican engineers of telecom from the satellite control centers in Iztapalapa and Hermosillo, and according to its creators, will have a useful life of 15 years. Moving on, a few days ago, the Federal Electricity Commission of Mexico reported that the consortium Infrastructure Marina of the Gulf will build a pipeline linking Texas with Mexico. The consortium is composed by the Canadian TransCanada and the U.S. IE Nova, and was the winner of the auction to build for $2,164 million, a marine and terrestrial pipeline that will go from Texas to eastern Mexico. The pipeline will begin operations in October 2018 and will transport natural gas along the route in the Gulf of Mexico from southern Texas to Tuxpan, Veracruz, through the state of Tamaulipas. The Federal Electricity Commission said that this pipeline will contribute relevantly to its strategy to replace expensive and polluting fuels such as fuel oil and diesel in the process of power generation. These partnerships are achieved through Mexico's energy reform approved in 2014, with which the sector was open to private and foreign investment. Lastly, in social media, especially Facebook has become a place where many companies have successfully built a strong online presence, and most of them rely on this social media platform. Though it isn't the biggest or the sure way to become a successful business, there are other tools out there with a just as strong online presence. Although Facebook has been one of the main platforms for this marketing behavior, entrepreneurs have largely been underutilizing other social media platforms such as Instagram and YouTube. Due to their inherently visual nature, they provide an excellent potential for all businesses. For example, the travel search website HipMonk released a study in which it revealed where millennials get their travel ideas. The data shows the potential of social media platforms other than Facebook. The study found that 44% of millennials get their travel inspiration from YouTube videos and 28% from Instagram. This is a new way to do business through free online platforms. You you create a new market through ingenious and unconventional ways other than just a mere ad placed at some page. Social media offers a new way of mass exposure through carefully crafted digital campaigns. In Mexico, you can watch how this phenomenon evolved into one of the main marketing tools where different companies destine their budgets to. Social media must not be overlooked by the simplicity of its interface. It's one of the biggest untapped markets at a relatively arm's reach. This was all for today. Thank you for staying with us. I'm your host, Zafiro Fierro, and remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and to log on to MexicoNewsNetwork.com for more information on Mexico and the world. Until next time.